Oh my god, we're so back.
And you said JC's blue, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and start, guys.
Well, in the past, we've lost some footage to wild audio these things, so... Alright. We got ourselves JC versus Wrench. Would be a fun set. JC, arguably like third or fourth best of all time. Wrench, top 10 player in his own right. Let's see what we got here.
He's always kind and is also a really good player that if you ask him for tips, like Wrench does know what he's doing. And he gets right on a wagon, which is a really great start.
W. That is you love to see no food out of the star pull. However, that star pull did not exactly have ideal stats.
All glide.
Yeah, you notice neither of them particularly cared to grab them all because they weren't particularly good stats.
This is probably going to be a DD right off the bat.
Definitely looking like it for now. That wagon will certainly be helpful.
And you'll notice that JC is kind of tapping the boxes, giving them little love taps before he, but then he prioritizes the top speed, and then he goes back to break the boxes.
Yeah, really cool optimization.
Yeah.
Really do add up.
Yeah, that's a good strategy for if you don't want a box to despawn, but want to prioritize something else.
Yeah, every item has a 20-second despawn timer. But the boxes, if you hit them and they like, if you do any damage to them, it will actually reset 20-second timer. Oh, we have a little kissy from JC with the formula star. Looking for some good luck here. Okay, early pillar.
The worst spot for
A. The compact is actually decent in this spawn point specifically because it's so easy to handle. Yeah. If you spam A when you're right up against a pillar, it will break pretty quickly, even early game.
That's a smart play I've never seen before, like what JC just did with going to where the little power-up spawner is, and then going back to the pillar.
You can sometimes farm for like a plasma there. But JC definitely coming out on top of that pillar. He loves getting both the top speeds there. Little pro tip from me, I will say, whenever I see a mic in the pillar, I will prioritize that over the other stats because that way the other players essentially just duck while getting hit by the mic, and then you're basically free to get the stats while they're getting hit.
Now Wrench is at the point where his health is going off the screen.
Yep, that is a certified wagon moment. Wagon v Warp Star should be a pretty decent matchup for Destruction Derby. I would say, unfortunately, as low as I say such a thing, the Warp Star is better off here in the city because it can essentially combo the wagon. If it gets one hit off of it and you're lined up correctly, it'll basically just keep hitting the wagon instead of knocking it back enough to not get comboed. Wagon definitely better in the stadium though for Destruction Derby.
Unfortunately, with the lack of top speed, I know Wrench has the locked or the chain. What is it called? The
charge lock.
To charge lock doesn't really make much of a difference for Wagon, but at the same time, it is making his vehicle a bit slower.
Yeah. The slow is definitely rough, but at least it's not like a slick star that just doesn't get to play the game.
Oh god, don't remind me.
Good play from Wrench, keeping that wagon out of JC's hands.
Yeah, with the lack of a bunch of top speed, it is kind of hard for them to collect stats, though.
Yeah, that's where the snaking comes in if you're on a Shadow Star. You actually go faster with a decent amount of boost. You have to go faster while turning than just going in a straight line. So, it's just another reason the wagon stays winning in Destruction Derby, Lou. So this Warp Star is going very fast for what seems to be a Destruction Derby. Makes you wonder if it might just be a drag race instead.
What is it called? The legendary 4 top speed.
That's the one. That time bomb is absolutely tickling the wagon.
The fact that they both got caught in it.
If I'm Wrench here, I'm getting a little scared of how fast this Warp Star is. I might go fishing for like a rocket, honestly.
You mean jet or the actual rocket?
Like the rocket star, just in case it's a drag race. Or you could try and think about strength rather than speed. Is Destruction Derby 2? So that is heavily favored for the wagon. I don't know how it will go in the stadium. It is definitely going to be anyone's game. Holy box!
Now he gets the top speed towards the end. But Wrench is blinking red.
Oh yeah. I think that's the boost. I think he's blinking purple, potentially? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, they have relatively similar stats.
The Hell Donut?
Yeah, the big donut, as they say. This is just going to be who's the better gamer. Level 3 plasma is definitely the way to go in close quarter combat.
Yeah, but that barely did any damage, though.
Yeah, JC's so fast that it's going to be really hard to land with hits.
That's a good play, though. Whoops, making him lose the Gordos.
Yeah.
Now he's stuck with a charge lock, which again...
Oh, grab that charge tank.
Doesn't do much for the wagon.
Yeah. The charge lock does get overridden by the charge tank, so if you ever see a charge tank, you usually just want to grab it in those scenarios. I think we're just heading towards a tie, personally.
Oh god, I just hope that they don't do something dumb for a tiebreaker. I'm still mad.
You gotta admit, though, it was content. Alright, the Gordos might be lethal.
Getting a little bit worried for Wrench here.
Yeah.
It looks like JC's just waiting.
It is a tricky position to be in right here for Wrench, because, like, you're not doing enough self-damage that it's, like, safe to kill yourself with one of the bombs or the Gordos. So you might just...
Oh, come on, guys.
Yeah, I think
they're just throwing it.
I think JC is realizing that... I think he thinks that he can win the Kirby Melee 1 tiebreaker and is just not bothering to fight. I will say that, as a general rule, people who have been around for longer are better at KM1 than people who have been around for like only a year or two, because back in the day, Kirby Melee 1 was tournament legal in the city.
Yeah,
so,
they got
like,
more
the
practice.
Yeah, people had to like grind it out, whereas like people who have been around for a year or two have not really had to grind it out, except I guess in the past few tournaments, it has been a tiebreaker, so it is worth grinding out, but not as much experience, definitely, than back in the day. Are we getting any...
Wrench is asking tiebreaker? So I guess he's just waiting for a response from JC. For those who weren't watching, I think our match was on Monday. Me and old Greg played, and we had the most ridiculous tiebreaker ever. It was kind of painful. I kind of want to figure out a way to delete the video from supports Twitch.
Oh, but it was so good.
Oh my god, that was painful. JC says, I think that's what we do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like... I'm like,
yeah,
I hope they don't do... Well, they can pretty much decide what they want to do for the tiebreaker, right? Oh, looks like
yes. If they cannot agree to something mutually, then they go to Kirby Melee 1, because that is the default.
I guess that's what they're going for. Alrighty.
Looks like it.
Okay.
Yeah, so in this scenario, you basically just want the Slick Star, or God forbid, if you want to go
The Swerve
evilly
Star.
into the Swerve. But what we're looking for here is just grab a plasma, level 3, and just shoot everything while you're like.
And make sure you're aiming down.
Yeah, you can shoot over them if you don't aim down. But this is a pretty good start from Wrench, and it's a pretty healthy lead.
This is when you turn it into Destruction Derby 6. Oh, whoops. He accidentally quick scan into that.
Plasma. Yeah. Okay, yeah. With the hackback, you can, you can get rid of your stop abilities by pressing Q, so you definitely want to do that if you ever see a plasma and just put the plasma.
This is so fast. It's hard to tell who's going to win this.
Wrench is, I think, pretty secured here. He did a great job of picking up those plasmas before JC could and denying other plasmas from JC. That's absolutely the name of the game. 146.
Wow. Did they both get a tie? Oh, okay. Sorry. For some reason, I almost thought they got a tie. So that is 1 point for Wrench.
Yeah, that was just clinical play from Wrench. That was really good.
That was textbook.
Yeah, it's with Kirby Melee 1, it's all about getting the plasma and denying the other player the plasma. So sometimes it's better to like shoot plasma at other plasmas instead of bigger groups of enemies, just so your opponents can't get that plasma. Definitely a great play. Here we are with game 2. JC is immediately going to get a Shadow Star. That is very scary. He is very scary on that vehicle. No machines for Wrench. That is heartbreaking.
Especially when JC's on a Shadow Star.
Yeah, that's going to be a very, very scary scenario for a compact star.
Well, the HP of the Shadow Star isn't really that much, is it?
Yeah, the Shadow Star's mantra is one shot or get one-shotted. Okay, nice top speed out of the star pool. And both these players seem to be mostly content with... Oh my god, there's no machines again.
Painful. Uh-oh, crunch.
That's brutal. I mean, the only spots I can think of where there might be some would be like the Electric Lounge, the Water Wheel, or even the Sky Garden, because those 3 spots could not be... They weren't in range for a dismounted Kirby. Okay, the wagon's good. Now, if I were Wrench here, I might actually just allow him to kill me so I can get the wagon. Okay,
that was... looks like... Just make another machine spawn in.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a great play from JC, just denying the wagon so that if he gets the kill, there's just no good vehicles again for Wrench.
There is a formula, but Wrench knows better to destroy it.
Exactly.
The thing about the formula, it can cook provided you have enough boost and top speed.
Yeah, boost is basically top speed for star. Yeah, okay, there's a scooter. That's Wrench's absolute favorite machine. So he will definitely go up there for it.
Is Wrench good with the scooter yet? Oh,
no!
That was just an FU.
Oh my god. You'd hate to see it.
Oh, and he fell asleep.
At least he got the top speed constellation, but that is brutal. I wonder if he kept in mind that there was a turbo star at the bottom of the elevator to get to that scooter. Wrench is one of the few based players in this server that is a turbo enjoyer.
You're gonna have to show me how to use a turbo one day.
I will show you the way.
You know, one thing with the meteors I didn't know until a couple months ago was that you could break them mid-air.
Yeah, sometimes if you don't want to deal with them being the items spawning underground, you can just like hit the meteors mid-air, take the hit, so that they just like break above ground. That is a fantastic meteor. There was no alls, which is a little sad, but there's just boost top speed and turn.
But there's a shadow underground. Aw, dang it.
Things are looking up for Wrench. Got a healthy amount of stats from those meteors, and now he's on it.
Get on it before JC gets there.
Yeah.
I think JC
really
noticed.
It is tough that that compact was in play for half the match. Like, there's definitely going to be a stat differential just based off of that, but it's not too late now. He's got a good machine, got the mirror. Dragoon is in play.
Well, actually, was that a Hydra piece underground? I'm pretty sure that was a Hydra piece underground when Wrench saw it.
I think it was.
So I think both vehicles are in play.
I smell a Wraith. I'm not entirely sure, but it feels like it. That Dragoon could absolutely come in handy.
Yep, but both machines are in play.
Yep.
And now JC knows.
Wrench officially knows because JC has picked up 3 pieces and does not have a legendary machine yet. So this is the point when you probably want to start making a mad dash for the Dragoon piece, actually. That would seal the deal in this scenario. There's another piece in the golf course.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's... Well, at least he got part of the Dragoon.
Yeah, so that's really big for Wrench. Question is, will he just try and play keep away and keep stat collecting, or go on the offensive?
It looks like he... Oh, never mind.
It's a very dangerous game with the Shadow Ditto. It's whoever doesn't quick spin is dying. Okay, he's going for the...
Oh, dang it, he dropped it.
Yeah, deciding not to go for the wagon when he sees that it's low HP. Probably a good idea.
Secret chamber up.
Chamber defense. That is probably pretty nice. With that, he might have
the...
Fantastic Gordo kill.
And the Dragoon piece is right there.
Yeah, that's going to be tough to come back from. Yeah, no, JC with just great awareness. Like, when
he doesn't even want it.
Yeah. I guess he doesn't need it. He might think it might be like a Destruction Derby or something, so just in case he's playing on the Shadow. And the Shadow is generalist enough that it can do the job. But yeah, no, that was just a great awareness there from JC. And
there we go again.
The deal.
You gonna try and get the Dragoon again or no?
Probably not.
See if Wrench can make it to the Warp Star in time.
Yeah. Problem with the Warp Star, not only is it the worst machine in the game, it also...
Come on, lag. Beat the lag.
It just isn't good from behind. In order to use the Warp Star effectively, you have to, like, already be winning. It's like a win more machine. Man, that Gordo. Throwing a Gordo into the secret chamber is just deadly, because, like, you know they're going to be there for the stats. And it's just, like, an enclosed area, so it's going to hit. JC might be going for the kill. No, okay, he's just going to finish the race. Great play from JC, tying it up. We are at game 3, 1-1.
Ooh, I wonder what's going to happen. Let's see, JC.
We got ourselves a ball game, folks. Oh, missed spin. Watch. Just kidding, JC's great. Alright, game 3.
Ooh. Well, I think we'll potentially go up to 5 games.
It's very possible. 2 great players and no good machine.
Is he gonna give the formula? Oh, I guess he didn't give the formula kiss.
I guess he doesn't want good luck. Alright, you love to see a top speed out of the star pole. Wrench, however, okay, decides to not take the time to get the weight in the defense there, but I've noticed that JC's been going for the rings instead of dodging the rings with a star pole. I wonder if that's like a lag thing potentially. I know sometimes I miss star pole based off of lag, so I just don't chance.
Sometimes I just do it so I can ensure the other players don't grab the stats that are when they fall right there.
Yeah.
But also,
it's a good play, especially if both players are like right next to the star pole and going for it. Like if someone's ahead of you, just take the ring, or if someone's right behind you, take the ring, because you will get there before they do.
Because you're already going fast.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, that's why you practice and practice collecting all the stats in mid-air.
Yep. Okay,
there's a jet
for Wrench. JC getting a healthy amount of top speeds.
And to all new players watching, pro tip, jumping on the vehicle helps you keep your stats versus walking onto it, which makes you lose some stats.
Yeah, just every little bit counts. Alright, there is a legendary machine in play. Curious to see what that would be. Nice snipes. And those actually matter because he's still on the compact star, so one more hit's it. Okay, that was close. Going for blood. You gotta grab that. When he opened up that box with a max tomato, Wrench really needed to go back and grab that, because now we're back to square one. That being said, square one not that bad when it's the compact with 0 HP.
Oh, he's going for the wing star.
Wing star, okay.
That's an interesting play.
Yeah. Both wing star and compacts basically made of paper. The wing star technically is going to be faster in the air. I generally do not recommend anyone to ever pick up a wing star if gliders are off. 4 boost box is huge. I'm not super convinced that the wing star's increased speed is worth the trade-off of the little amount of defense that you're getting compared to compacts.
Oh my
Compact
gosh,
is just a better stat collector.
Both vehicles are in play again. Hasn't that happened to like every single time they've played so far?
I believe so. If not,
Yeah.
it's definitely 2 of the 3.
Yeah, I noticed
good.
Wrench didn't go and pick up the Hydra piece. It's like he didn't even care about it.
Yeah. Oh, he knows. It's just not worth it. Against JC, like, you can just assume that JC will be able to unlock.
Yeah. I would go ahead and pick up that piece anyways now that JC has one of the pieces. Not that... Whoop.
Okay, some Gordos from the skies.
Close, and then there's another piece underground.
Yeah. Gordos in the forest where the trees are broken can be not super effective because... Oh, okay.
Let him cook.
Now, the compact... for all I was saying about the compact being a better pick than the wing star, that compact would have died.
Oh, there we go.
The kill.
And now Wrench knows both vehicles are in play.
Yeah, no, this is really big for him. And he's on the jet, which is probably the best machine for the race at hand. Going to Checker Knights. You could argue, oh, he's getting the good luck going. He's giving a little kissy.
Mwah.
There's a little kissy. But yeah, so you could argue that like the scooter might be better than the jet for Checker Knights. I think the jet is probably better. Tough to say. But fantastic machine for the job. And then of course you get Dragoon is for curtains.
The only thing with Dragoon is that it's very easy to accidentally turn around.
Oh yeah, it is terrifying in tournament. Single races can just, you can be ahead and then all of a sudden you go backwards and all of a sudden it's just like, oh god. It's over.
Yep, the Dragoon
I
piece
think
is right there.
Is he gonna take it?
I don't
I
know.
wonder if he's just waiting for the Gordo to run out, or...
Oh, and it's up right up there. He's trying to get it.
Yeah, you definitely want that. That's big. The one scary part, though, is you might want to grab...
The HP is not... Yeah.
The Dragoon could die in the pillar kerfuffle. The jet would be better for this, but also it's probably still just better to... Yeah, I definitely see the vision here, where Wrench knows that he could potentially die if he stuck around there, because the Dragoon's less tanky than the jet.
Trying to air camp.
Yeah, it's definitely, I think the best play was to go for the Dragoon instead of the pillar, because it's going to seal the deal as long as we live. You don't need the extra stats from the pillar. It's probably just better this way.
It's got less than 30 seconds.
Yeah, Wrench just needs to not die, pretty much, and he knows that.
Looks like JC is going for the wagon. Oh no, he's going for the Rex Wheelie.
The Rex Gambit.
Nice.
So for Checker Knights, it's actually like not terrible to have the Rex. This is still probably pretty Jover. And yeah, I don't know. I would probably still stay on the wagon and just go for the plasma strats going backwards here. Alright, the top speed is not super far off. we do have the top speed advantage on JC's end. I don't think it's gonna matter as soon as as soon as the Dragoon gets in the air.
That's another thing about Dragoon, when you like bonk it to somebody or something up in the sky.
Yep. Yeah, you can hit a wall hard enough sometimes with the Dragoon that you just take flight, even if there's no incline. And then that just helps it so much. Alright, I mean, barring something crazy here, and he's gotten past the half-pipe, so something crazy is pretty much over. Wrench is taking game 3.
Heck yeah! Aw, JC just stops the game.
He just wants to get into the next one, lock in. Doesn't want to make people wait.
Just take the L and just move on. He moves on from the Turbo Star.
Alright, Wrench has found a scooter immediately. He's loving life right now. Unfortunately for on JC's end, it is not turbo time. I guess he's not part of the turbo team.
I think he gets on a scooter.
Yeah, no, Wrench is on top of the world right now. I mean, he's got a lead. He's got his favorite machine. He is happy right now. 3 boost box. Great start.
Not taking that Rex wheelie.
Yeah. The scooter has very good acceleration, so it doesn't it's not super reliant early game on boosts like other machines are. However, boost is what determines the speed storage tech, where if you have enough charge, you can exceed your max speed by just spamming charge and letting go at the right time.
Yeah, Taco did that to me one time during a drag race, and watching him start and stop over and over, but it was actually making him go faster. Watching that in real time is kind of crazy to see.
Yeah, super slept on tech. I use it to. Oh, this is a desync.
Oh, they're desync.
Oh, that hurts for Wrench. That was he was in such a good position. But yeah, I definitely want to spread the gospel about speed storage with the scooter, because I don't think it's super well known, and if used properly, you literally can beat rockets in drag race. For the longest time, people were like, yeah, rocket is king, but not scooter. Scooter appears to be, from my testing, the best drag race machine.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's see what they say. No scooter.
Yeah, no, I feel for Wrench.
It's like taking his baby away.
Yeah, exactly.
At least we caught that early on.
Mm.
We get a drink of water in the meantime.
Oh, you know what? I think I'm just gonna start screenshotting the stats every time now. At the end of the stadium, just to, so I don't have to reference clips just in case there's a desync. Good thinking, me. Ooh, great song. I hate that this was taken out of backside, but there's definitely some good songs to replace it with.
I think Wrench is probably going for the. There, I could have sworn there was a jet. Yeah, there's a jet right there.
Yeah. Jet is nice. Will be a little tough early. I would probably grab that slick instead of the jet, because JC, being the great player he is, could bully this jet crazy until he gets some boost return.
Especially when there's no turn for the jet, it's really difficult.
Yeah, it's just so tough. Honestly, the best stat in early game fights, and really just any point in the match, is not offense, it's not HP or defense, it's really turn. If you can maneuver properly, it doesn't matter if you are 1 HP, if you just don't get hit. You get to control the pace of the fight.
I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be a DD.
I took the words right out of my mouth. I definitely am in agreement here. Okay, nice little love taps that do pretty much 0 damage. I think that was a weak hit, so if he gets anything more substantial, it could do a decent chunk more. quick spin damage is at its strongest the first frame it's out, and just gets weaker over time. And also positioning of when you hit someone, if you're not like, or if you're not fully lined up, that will also deal less damage than it potentially could. So, if you ever see any variants attack, it's probably the quick spin timing and the positioning.
I think JC knows it's going to be a DD.
Yeah. And they'll probably both stay on the machines they're on, but as much as I hate the Warp Star, it is decent to fight. Jet is also great at literally everything in the game.
Oh, it looks
That
like
is the
JC's
secret
closer.
chamber, and it is all for JC.
Secret chamber alls.
Imagine?
Oh, it's
that is
top
so
speed. That's
fun.
brutal. Brutal. Oh no. Come on, get out of there, Reg.
Oh,
live.
Wrench.
Live, damn it, live.
Oh, that hurts. After
Oh, and that mic didn't even hit JC.
After the desync, with Wrench getting on the scooter and having like a decent stat start, and then in just the next game being this.
Oh no.
That was a fantastic spin from JC.
Well, there's always... Oh, there's a scooter right there, at least.
Alright, he does love his scooter, so that's good. The scooter, in my opinion, best machine in the game for tying construction derbies. If you don't want to die on a scooter, you really don't have to. It's just so maneuverable. That wagon pickup is fantastic from JC. You have to see that. He loves the wagon, and
yeah, his health is almost off the screen.
Yeah. This might be a perfect storm for a tie, actually. The silver lining here is that even though, obviously, Secret Chamber top speed, like one of the best things that can happen to anyone, if it's a Destruction Derby, you're not losing to a race, so there's a possibility that you could just try and play for a tie. And what we saw earlier from Wrench is that he's actually very adept at Kirby Melee 1. So, yeah, if I'm Wrench here, I'm just trying to live and see that tiebreaker again.
Look at the way JC is blinking.
Yeah, no, this is a very, very scary round.
I wonder if this might be a race.
It's possible. I'm inclined to believe it is still a Destruction Derby.
Yeah. It's kind of funny watching Wrench on a JC screen just kind of skittering around.
Yeah, I mean, that's the scooter for you. It's so good at evading. The trees saving him from that Gordo. I think Wrench might have timed it right then, which then anyway. A lot of the top players, instead of looking at the Gordos, what they will do is use the sound cue of the Gordo being thrown to time their footsteps. It's not 100% consistent because Gordos get thrown based on the speed that you are going when you throw them, but it's consistent enough that you can get a feel for it. So oftentimes you'll see it's very hard to kill top players with Gordos.
Yeah, JC's doing a really good job of throwing the Gordos, but at the same time, Wrench is doing a really good job of dodging.
Yeah, JC is definitely playing the best win con for himself right here. He knows he's just so far ahead in speed and other stats that, like, he can just, from time to time, go and, like, try and ruin Wrench's day. If he gets one more kill on Wrench, it's probably curtains. There it is.
I think it might be over.
I mean, he drops so many speeds and boosts. Maybe it is a race. Or maybe he's just the unluckiest person of all time, like dropping that much top speed in that Destruction Derby.
There's a Slick Star that was calling for him at the very beginning.
Yeah, the Slick Star, fantastic at evading. However, once it gets hit once, it's pretty over because it just has so much done, much more than other machines.
I think JC's gonna go for another kill.
Yep, that's easily the best play for him right now. Yeah, the wagon is just so scary at this stat line. He's maxed out on boost. Probably maxed out on offense as well, I wouldn't be surprised.
Wrench is just like, live!
Yeah. I mean,
objective, survive.
The Slick could potentially do it if Wrench is just an absolute gamer. It's just so slippery. Which Destruction Derby are we? Oh my god, he has 17 top speed. Alright, this is a tough one to... This is a really, really tough one, because mics and bombs are frequent. Kind of hard to dodge those because you can just space them out. Yep, that's probably it. Definitely the worst DD for Wrench in this scenario, I would say.
You can't camp on top of the platforms well just because of the way that you slide around on the slick.
You can typically get up there, I believe. However, the wagon's fast enough, and with all the mics and bombs, it's just not much you can do.
And with JC's HP, I don't know how long it would take to KO him.
Yeah, I think if you started attacking him now and JC just let him, he wouldn't die before time ran out. Alright, well, it's looking like we're going to a game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Both players putting up a great fight. JC just come in with some great kills. Really sealed the deal this match. Plus the top speed, the secret chamber top speed is just... It opens up so many doors for stat collection. The faster you are, the more stats you can get, which means the more speed you're going to get, which means the more stats you're going to get. And it's just a snowball effect.
Somehow he dodged that. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
So another point for JC.
Yep. Game 5, baby. You love to see a game 5.
Heck yeah. Oh, and it's the default music.
Oh, I love the Smash 64 menu music. No, don't. Alright, well, this is also a great song. Alright, there's a wagon. I don't know if... Yep, JC's probably going to get to it first. Alright.
Oh,
yep.
Wrench is not letting it happen.
Push it out? Oh, okay. In that scenario, I think I push it instead of quick spinning into it because it will just be displaced further. Although the wagon is kind of heavy, so I don't know if it would have worked out in the end anyway. If I'm Wrench here, I might use those needles to break one of those machines to find something better. Although he doesn't really have any offensive spinning, so it might take a little bit of time. Okay, we have a spinning plasma. I don't know how I feel about the level 4 snipes against the wagon right now.
Yeah, I would have gone for that mic.
He's just out for blood.
He's mad.
Yeah, he does not want this wagon to snowball. I wonder if he saw the jet. It was like on the other end of the city here.
Oh man, it looks like JC is collecting some top speed already.
Yeah, this wagon is looking real good right now. Although there's also some top speed on Wrench's end. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we're going for a race. Great job canceling out that panic spin. If you take any damage from a panic spin, it just runs out. Another one.
Oh no. Yeah. Looks like JC's not going to let Wrench have it.
Yeah, this is looking tough. You definitely don't want this jet here, because it'll just, like, the wagon will run circles around it. Okay, now that...
That's, I don't know.
It's very possible that, okay, yeah, they're not your friend. The rails are not your friend. Oh, he fixed one, though.
Oh, that was cool.
And the Max Tomato, he's so bad.
That was a cool play.
That was just fantastic play from Wrench. I was going to say,
it's
I
like
think
someone clipped that.
Yeah. Okay, that's what Drag Race 4. They do appear to be going to a race.
It looks like they both want to keep fighting this time around.
Yeah, I know. We're here for the content, apparently. I will say, I think JC...
Oh, that was a cool play.
It's very possible that JC intentionally ran away from the city hall to entice Wrench to get on the jet and then immediately pivot back.
Well, here we go.
Ooh.
Let's see if Wrench can pull this back together. Looks like he's heading straight for the rocket.
The tricky part here is that I think I only saw Wrench drop 2 stats when he died. Because they've just been both scrapping so much. But the difference is that the wagon's been... JC's been picking up stats while scrapping.
Yeah.
Whereas Wrench is kind of doing all-out offensive. There is a decent amount of charge, though, and it is Drag Race. So this rocket could cook.
And one thing that's really difficult to figure about the rocket is how much you should charge and then release, charge and release.
Yeah, it's all about the charge management. It's really, really tough to master. Okay, Hydra, not going to be great, but at least now he knows that it's not a Dragoon. This is a little scary.
Oh no.
Yeah, the rocket is just...
Joxxy is merciless.
When you don't have like a ton of charge, if there's someone being super aggressive to a rocket, it's like you're just like a spitting drop. It's just so hard to deal with that stuff.
Joxxy's going for the
spawn thing. Oh.
I like doing that better than like going for Dynablade's head because I feel like it's easier to find the all patch.
Yeah, I mean, that was just like perfect for Joxxy because the portal was literally right next to her, so it worked out. I will say, thank God for the wagon. Wrench would have died if he was on any other machine, but he lived to be another day.
You better not Dementia game here.
Hopefully not. I think Wrench's win con here is just start breaking machines and pray that he finds a rocket car. Maxim is very nice, they love to see it. This wagon and Joxxy is just going so fast. Like you have to, at this point, ban the drag race win with the rocket start. I don't see any other way. Well, I guess if you can get all 3 Hydra pieces and kill him in a minute. So you would not want to end on that.
Here, let's see. Oh, he's frozen.
Okay.
I don't know.
Good defensive maneuvers from Wrench.
And he knows how to play the defensive.
Absolutely, he's been very good on the defensive. We definitely got to make something happen here in the next 30 seconds. I don't think Spec is going to cut it. And that will really
I think this is it.
Unless he accidentally picks up the Hydra.
He's not going for it.
Yeah, you can see he's very much so. He's
like
taking the time to dodge.
Oh, and Wrench is just lying there.
I mean, this was just a fantastic set. Kudos to both players.
They both did amazing.
Yeah, Wrench put up a hell of a fight against one of the best players of all time.
Look at that top speed.
Yeah.
Is he trying to kill? It's like, just go for the win. Come on.
Yeah. Some may consider it a mercy kill if you can get it fast enough just to speed the process up.
The top speed for the top players. It's like it's rigged, man.
Alright. Looks like we're going to attempt to finish the race. See if Wrench can survive the rest of the track. He's doing pretty well so far. It's the little victories.
Objective,
is he finishing
survive.
it on foot? Oh, he's going the distance.
Are there any other matches today, or is this it?
For a little bit, no. I believe at 7:30, Dwarf Mike will start stream, and we'll have either Plant versus DRC or D-Schneids versus Vlad should happen around that time.
That one I'm looking forward to, because
it should be fun.
D-Schneids doesn't really play the game that much, does he?
Yeah, not really. He has definitely. It seems that the interest has sparked in him as of playing his last set.
Yes, so, nice. And the thing with Vlad is that he's also a new player, and I was watching one of his streams the other day, and he's like, I had to backseat game and trying to give him different tips and whatnot, and he was doing pretty good. Like, he was really enthusiastic about the game, so it's going to be fun watching 2 new players just enjoying themselves, you know?
Yeah, it should be very fun.
Okay, so I think that's it for now, huh?
I believe so. GG's to all.
GG's to all.
Beto with the, he's going for speed. You get me, Beto, you get me.
Alrighty, I think we're good to go then.
Yeah, we're good to go.